Okay, hey guys, welcome to my simulated universe swarm disaster guide video. So I've not been posting in a very long time and I apologize for it. Hopefully my mic isn't that bad and you guys can actually hear what I'm saying. Please crank up the volume to max. I'll try to be speaking as loud as possible. I've been really very busy and got sick and a lot of things happened, but finally here's the video. I shall just be doing, I'll try to shorten it as much as possible, but there's a lot of things to cover, so let's just get right into it. So starting off, before we look into the actual content, we shall just be talking about the characters. So your characters when coming into this, okay, I'll just talk while looking at this screen itself. So when you after you've gone through the tutorial itself, I would say for most players, if you're not a beginner and you already started playing for quite a while, difficulty 1 and 2 should be pretty much smooth sailing, and learn how the boss works, learn how this game mode actually works. I'll be doing a few guide videos if like in case maybe some people might be a little bit confused on how certain mechanics of this game mode work. So I'll be going through that. But basically, difficulty 1 and 2 should be pretty much simple for most people. So for difficulty 3 and beyond, that's where things might get quite difficult, if I say so myself. So your characters wise, I would say majority of them have to be at least close to the max ascension. I mean, you can see I'm still rocking a Fire MC with that's not maxed out. But for my other characters, they are mostly all maxed out at max ascension. Some of them you can see I actually have no level 80 characters except for my Bronya, which is my main, and I level 80 her just because I like her. But other than that, majority at most is like 75 on few characters. Yeah, so you I would say if you didn't make the mistake of basically investing too much resources all into multiple characters and you have like a few, if you build your characters well, so maybe you have a team of 8 or 9. As you can see, I have like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then maybe 10 11 12. Other than that, the rest I didn't touch yet. So yeah, you can see my Esther, my Tingyun is actually not that well built yet. So I mainly use the characters that I've built, and so I built obviously this in this Swarm Disaster itself. The final boss itself, it's weak to Quantum and Imaginary, the Swarm True Sting. So obviously, if you have Sealy, you have Welt, you have the new in Butito Lune, and like maybe other imaginary characters like Locha, etc. All these characters will definitely be helpful in your run and can help you a lot. But for me, well, I don't have Sealy, I don't have IL short form for Inability Nune. So I rely mainly on my Silver Wolf to carry me. And as for my DPS, I would normally use Sushang or Jingyuan. So you guys can see, even though I do not have CD, I'm still able to clear. Right now I've cleared all the way to difficulty 4, and 5, well, I haven't touched it, and I assume it's gonna be 10,000 more difficult than the rest. But okay, before I digress, so for characters wise, other than leveling them up and ascending them, your light cones, make sure you level them up also. Majority of my characters all have level 80 light cones, and they are using whatever that I have gotten through luck, or some of them might not be so lucky, and I mean this was quite lucky. I got Clara and her light cone, but I'm using a lot of 4-star light cones as well, which are pretty useful. And then the next thing is your tracers. For your DPS, I would say know what tracers to max out. Obviously, you can go watch the millions of character builds out there on the internet, on YouTube, and yes, learn how to build your characters, maximize their damage, especially for your DPS. For your support characters, well, their support abilities, obviously. Okay, my Bronner is not a very good thing because I'm almost maxing out everything just for fun. But like, let's say look at my Pailu itself. My Pailu, my normal attack is not built at all, but my healing and my tank, and my ultimate and the talent is all maxed out because it's really very crucial as you want to get as much support capabilities as you can from them. My MC wise, I only maximize his talent, while his other abilities I ignore for now. So another thing is relics. So relics wise, like all character videos out there, they might say, oh, you built this specific artifact relic set for this particular character. I would say main thing, get the main stat in. So for your healers, you want your outgoing healing bonus. You can see, even though my substats are not the best, I'm still upgrading it and just using it for now. Because in the future, once I get a better relic, I'll obviously replace this. But for now, this will suffice. So you can see my speed boots with a lot of defense instead of HP. Well, that's still okay for me. So I'll still rock it. Then your planisphere and your link rope as well. Yeah, so try to prioritize main stats over the relic set itself, unless you're really want the relic set for some reason. Like, I guess maybe for quantum it will make sense because it will help you with a lot of damage. But other than that, most of them you can just run offset. A lot of my characters do not have offset pieces, running offset pieces and not full sets, except for my Sushan, which I invested into. And you can see, even though I invested into, my helmet is still not good. Okay, so yes, relics wise, I would say upgrade them at least to be level 9, level 12. Level 9 I would say is the base. Then if it's really a good artifact, maybe you can upgrade it to 12 or 15, because it's really a lot of credits and XP to be using on them. So yeah, that's about for characters. Team building wise, I would say maybe you can see what characters you have. For now, I'll just do a difficulty 4 run in the background while I talk about the game mode itself. So yeah, you can see I'm rocking 1 tank, 1 healer, 1 debuffer, sub DPS, and my main DPS. So going straight into it. Wait, no, before I go straight into it, this is a super important point. If you want to progress fast in this, I'm sorry to say, the thing is you have to grind. But you have to grind smartly. It's not about just going in and just keep playing difficulty 2 and hopefully one day you will progress, you will get enough resources or something to go to difficulty 3. It's not like that. You should be prioritizing this Trailblazer secrets part. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Communing Trail part. As you can see, this, how many of these? 7 of these paths itself. They grant various buffs as you level them up. So you can see, like example, yeah, you can see for preservation you get some defense, remembrance, yeah, effect hit rate, effect rest stuff, healing, yeah, hunt, damage and all that. So as to how to level all this is down to the Trail of Pathstrider. So at the start they will tell you to complete certain kind of missions. So prioritize all of these missions. Even if you fail the run, it's fine. Main thing, you prioritize these missions. If you can complete one of the missions, you can see you are getting this Communing Trail points. So by completing the first one, I got 1 preservation and 2 nihility levels. So, and at the same time, obviously you get some rewards, which is also good. So you prioritize all this to get your levels up. With all these levels, clearing the content will be so much better. So please prioritize this over anything else. Like you can see, right now I need to get this resonance interplays, and I also need to get a blessing trotter and a cura trotter in the same plane for a total of 3 times. You can see this is the part that is grindy, as you have to be lucky or not very lucky and skillful, and you need to grind all of this, which can be quite tiring. Okay, so now that is what you should be prioritizing. As for this and all that, this is just the story, the lore part. If you're interested in it, please just go and enjoy the content itself. So when entering the thing itself, entering the difficulty, I shall just be showing a difficulty 4 run as my base, and maybe I can clear some of my missions at the same time. So let's just get right into it. So what path to choose? A lot of people will probably be like, that will be the number 1 question that a lot of people will be asking. But for my answer, it's actually quite simple. Just pick, I would say experiment with all of them. Try every single one of them. See which one you enjoy. Obviously, there are some that you can say, oh, this is obviously better than this. But it would heavily depend on your characters. If, example, I'm rocking a follow-up attack team, obviously Elation will be better than, example, maybe Preservation, because I have no Preservation characters on my team, if I were to say so. So, if, example, you're using Japad on your team as your tank, Preservation might be super strong, because of, like, it's similar to how Simulated Universe, your path of thing will deal damage based on how much shield you have. So with like Japad's shield, your preservation, your path of your preservation resonance is gonna hit like a truck. So, but compared to maybe Elation won't help you at all when you are running Japad and like other DPS. So which that doesn't mean that Elation isn't bad. It's bad. Elation still can be useful based on your team. So other than the team wide, outside of the teams, the ones that I enjoy the most are Remembrance, Abundance a bit, Hunt not so much, Destruction yes. So I'll just click in and you can I mean you guys can just spend time and please read, and then you can see roughly they made it a lot of details went into this, and you can see there's a lot of different mechanics. Like preservation prevents domains from collapsing, and when at the end of the at the end of the play, if you have a lot of domains that have this cornerstone applied, you get shield for it. So if you're running a full tanky and trying to stall out while also doing some damage to the opponent, preservation is for you. You can read all of this yourself. A lot of them will explain to you how this entire thing works. Then as for path resonance, all of these paths have new blessings. So how do you unlock these blessings? Very simple. Other than the usual ones, the usual 3 formations that you get, this interplay is when you get another 3 more blessings of the other path. So let's say I right now choose preservation. Now if I were to pick during my run I pick 3 nihility blessings, I will instantly unlock this if I already have unlocked the preservation, the first resonance, the path resonance itself. If I already unlock that, the moment I get 3 nihility blessings, I will unlock this blessing automatically. Then for this, it's remembrance. So you just need to get 3 of such blessings, and then you activate it. These ones, you can read them for yourself. Most of them are really very good. So I would say, in the case that, like as for most runs, you should be always trying to get as many of the blessings of your path. But in the case that you do not get the roll and you don't get to choose, you can choose one of these instead. Like because normally you want preservation, end up you only get Hunt, Nihility, and Remembrance. So you can just pick Nihility or Remembrance, and you will not suffer as much, even though it might not be that great for you, but because of this resonance interplay, it helps you at the same time. So yeah, as you can just see, remembrance, I won't go through all of them, you guys please just read them yourself, and then you can see which one suits the most. For me, I love remembrance after I figure out the strategy for it, because remembrance is half stalling and half damage. For preservation, I would say it's more on stalling. The damage part isn't as much. For like nihility is more of damage only. There is a little bit of stalling, but there's nothing for you to save you. For remembrance, there is the freezing, which helps prevent you from getting damage. And at the same time, with like something like it's not written here, but the remembrance blessing, the 3-star blessing fully, which gives you apply dissolution to your enemy. That helps a lot in terms of damage if you are lacking. So I will be choosing remembrance later on just to show off why I like it a lot. Nihility is also good. All of these paths are good, trust me. It's just down to your playstyle, what teams you're using, and yeah. So if you enjoy exploring a lot of these domains, I would say go for abundance, because abundance allow you to go to almost every domain and you can just enjoy playing every single domain and farm up as many blessings as you want and all that. Yeah, so abundance I would say is more stally, and your damage obviously that is still there when it comes in the form of dewdrop, but the thing is, even with dewdrop, your damage will not be super duper high as compared to something like maybe remembrance. So yes, but the thing is, obviously this prevents you from dying, so that's the good thing. Remembrance, you can still get one shot by an enemy, so there is that risk. So okay, moving on. Han, well, Han, I guess a lot of silly players will already be using this. It's a full damage kind of thing, but at the same time, sorry for the noise. I have no idea, I'm sorry for the noise, I have no idea why there are planes near my house. But yeah, you can see from Hunt, with this interplays, it helps a lot, obviously. So I would say it helps in terms of damage, but survivability wise might not be, because Hunt is all about attacking fast, dealing high damage, if your characters are built. If your characters aren't built, Hunt, even though you can be attacking like 10 times in a row, but you're dealing like only 1000 damage each time to the opponent is still gonna one hit KO you, so that defeats the purpose. So Hunt, I would say, learn how to utilize it before just blindly following others that say Hunt is always the best. Elation, destruction wise, destruction is also similar to remembrance, because you are basically with which one is it? I think it's this one, yes. When you consume your own HP and you convert to shield. So this grants you a lot of survivability, and like with blessings like flicker, which heals you when you drop to a certain point of HP, that also helps you in terms of survivability. But in terms of damage wise, I would say destruction pales in comparison to remembrance. So, but it's still fun to play, don't get me wrong. Destruction is really very fun to play. Even though you might get like a bit anxious that your HP suddenly drops to like 35% and you just like I'm scared that the opponent might one hit KO me. Well, that happens sometimes, but it's really down to you still need a healer on the destruction team and all. So yeah, moving on. Elation, well, elation is, if you are using those follow-up attackers, it helps a lot. But even if you're not you can still run it, but I won't recommend it because you don't benefit as much. Yeah, so yep, okay, I think enough talk. I should just start the run. And yep, so I'll just explain the planes. So there are 3 planes. Think of it as there are 3 rounds for you to clear. Things that you to take note. Okay, so yeah, this is the dimension effect for remembrance. You apply recollection to 2 random domains. So what does recollection do? You guys can read it on your own. I'm just gonna enter, and yes, I should go for Kuro. Oh, game 1 cheats. Okay, I'll just do it for the unlocking the index. And I mean the other 2 are quite risky, so I shall not. Yeah, okay, so in this, whoops, not this. Cannot see the map. Oops, sorry. Yes. So in this, you can see there is this countdown that you guys need to. Please read this if you don't know how the countdown works. Cause if you're not running like something like abundance, where you can basically increase your countdown, majority of them you will be decreasing your counter each time you move, so you have to watch out for it and don't forget about it and don't let it stack up, or like don't let it pass the countdown. So there are 3 phases, blessings, yeah, and all. Okay, I might just cut the video a bit and like show when I'm on the boss stage, so later on you guys can just see for yourself how it is like for when fighting bosses. Okay, so basically I'm just about to enter the first plane final boss. So yeah, so you can see basically you get to choose who do you want to face, and by facing whichever, you will grant a debuff to the final boss, which is the true sting. So you can see, as you can read itself, this applies wind weakness, this applies fire weakness. So even if, like just now I showed, I didn't have any quantum or imaginary DPS itself, and I'm relying on Sushang and my Zhengyuan as my main DPS, there is a chance for me to get a lightning weakness or physical weakness on the final boss, which can help me a lot in terms of killing it. So in this case, in this run, even though I might not have gotten it, this could end my run because I didn't get a good weakness. But I'll go for fire. At the same time, it's easy for me to kill because I'm using Xingyuan, and at the same time, fire because I have fire MC, which can help me a lot in killing the final boss as well. So yeah, I mean currently the parts that I didn't cover, I didn't really get much good stuff. I got a very bad relic, not relic, Kuro, and I kinda need to get rid of it, but oh well, never mind. As for your skill points, because you might not get, it's not like simulated universe where you potentially could get a lot of skill points back, the technique points itself. So I would say use them sparingly, but obviously if you think you're against a very strong opponent, you need more, go ahead and use it. I'm the type that I love to conserve them for, I don't know, for whatever reason, but yeah. So I shall just finish this up and I will show you guys the plane tools, the debuff on the enemy, I guess. There are a lot of them, so I will just show as much as I can. So I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so basically after I finished the first boss, okay, it was really very hard. I really lost my silver wolf. You'll be brought into this section where they'll tell you to pick one of the options. So you might think, what the hell are these options for? Can I just choose them anyhow? Sure, to some extent, but basically if you were to, I don't think I can show it in your the missions part. There are 7, I think, because there are 7 paths. There are 7 golden ones which they do not show you the reason, the how you might obtain it. So the ones that how you actually obtain it is if you pick 20 times of this option. So if you pick this iteration, this is hunt. So if you pick 20 times hunt, you will unlock that particular thing. Okay, I'll just show it right now. So the thing I'm talking about is this. You can see how you might get this. It's basically if you keep picking, you keep picking that particular path, because basically you by picking that particular path you're getting the communicating trails points or whatever they call it. Yeah, the communing trail points. Yeah. So yeah, so moving on to the second plane. When most of the time when you move on to the second plane itself, I think you will start off with a resprite. So yes, this is where you can get some, you can revive your characters and all that. So if you lose a character or so and manage to reach here, you can still revive them, which I'm going to do. Obviously it still costs money. So yeah, and you can obviously at certain places you can get to you still can download characters. Mainly I would say sometimes at adventure or like maybe occurrence. Is it occurrence? No, I think adventure itself has the highest chance of getting downloads. So if you ever need a lot of characters, adventure domains are the ones for you. So yeah, moving on. Let's show my characters. Oh yeah, I must be careful of this. I got the lotto ticket if I'm not wrong. Yeah, but it's energy and technique points, so hopefully it doesn't happen. It might have, probably it will happen regardless. But yeah, moving on. I need destruction and hunt. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Even though I might not get remembrance, I will just pick destruction because this is quite useful sometimes when the opponent decides to just one-shot you. I mean, it's good for 1-star blessing, I guess. Yeah, there's the reroll and cheat options. So reroll, basically you reroll this dice. Cheat is basically you can choose one of the dice effects that you want. So for me, I think I'll just reroll and hopefully get something that. Yep. So this is the part that helps you in terms of your. I can basically move straight to here now. Should I? The next question. I think I can. Because I will go to the reward domain on top afterwards. So let's see. Is the IPC thing? Okay, yes. So because if you after you reach a certain amount of this points thingy, the commuting trials points, you sometimes can get. You can basically get this kind of options where you can see like these are the 4 options that you usually get, but I got a 5th option now. Oh, this is like some sort of investment thing, but I can basically just get this. I don't know whether it helps if you invest, but In real life, yes. Oh, yep. So that does happen. Never mind. At least this happened in the early game, so it's not that bad. So yeah, continuing. Just gonna do this. Now I get 2 treasures. New 2 rewards. I would say the reward domains I think are the ones that are the best. As you can see, if you guys can recognize who this is. It's Run Me, if I'm not wrong. Is it? Yeah, it's Run Me, but what she gives us. She actually gave us all of this. Oh my god. Okay, so she's still good in this. Yep, so you can see the power of reward domains. They are always very useful. And just like this, here's all the remembrance blessings you can get. Okay, nice. This helps me a lot. So yeah, I'm going to go this, and then I can still go for this. Okay, she is a MVP. Well, but I mean, now it's the survivability part. Whether can I still? Actually, yeah, because it doesn't matter if I do that. Oh, it's a trotter one. Okay, see how far I can go with this. Actually, with a trotter, maybe I should put in Sushang instead. Okay, wait, so I mean I will just record all of this since I'm basically close to the boss, so you guys can just watch some gameplay. Yeah, hopefully I can kill them. Can just break this guy first. I'm just gonna ignore the center guy. Should I freeze? I guess I can. Let's see if the center guy doesn't get frozen. Yep, never mind. 2 is better than none. Try and get my energy up. Okay, pretty good. So what should I be getting now? I'll just check. I need hunt or destruction. How many hunt, how many destruction I have? I have 1 destruction, 20 hunt and 2 destruction. Is this really good? I mean, if I can enhance this, this can be good. We'll reset this. Isolation. I'll go for this. Yep, now you can see this unlocks the destruction one. So freeze effect, dispel. Yep, so this helps me a lot for the swarm sting thing, because it might still resist the frozen effect. So okay, moving on to the last one, the final boss. My countdown is 5 right now. Yes, so you can see I can basically apply another debuff, so it depends on which one I want to go for. HP force despite all the debuffs. This sounds good, I guess, cause I don't dispel much though. I have to go for this, and I'll have to swap out my Jingyuan. You guys get some gameplay with some commentary with it, I guess. I will just use one. I mean, I might be a bit screwed here because I have basically no cleanse against Kafka. Well, we'll see how that goes. We might just fail here and then call it a day. Oh, I had this quantum time here. Hoi. This is the power dissociation, if anyone haven't seen it before. Well, that's round 1 Kafka gone. Can she not? Yes. Freezing Kafka, guys. Let's go. Ah, not the one that I want. Never mind. This one can clean up. You can see how much damage I'm doing to Kafka just based on the power of dissociation. Oh, she doesn't summon her troops in this, which is good, so less things for me to deal with. Just going to save up. Okay, I guess Kafka is just a pushover for me. I thought I was in trouble. Okay, one thing, this is the power of remembrance, guys, so it's not because my Sushan is that OP. Okay, so now I got Hunt. Defeats an enemy. I would say I'll go for this instead, because there will be a lot of stupid bugs to deal with. How much? I have 600. This is really very tempting. But the thing is, I need to enhance. That is the problem. I want to enhance my blessings itself. Which one would be the better option? Sorry guys, I take a lot of time while doing this, and I do everything in manual, obviously. I'm not the type that do auto runs. Haha. Okay, reduce the cosmic. I would say this is not really very worth, so I'll go for this. Hopefully, yeah, so the same thing will happen. You get to choose. I'm gonna choose. Actually, I cannot see. Yeah, I cannot see my current one. But maybe I gotta take a screenshot of it. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I took a screenshot last time. So, you guys can do this also to just see for yourselves what exactly, how much of the points you currently have, and work towards the one that you have the least. I'll just go for, I think I already unlocked Remembrance 2 for the story, for the lore thing, so I'll do Preservation now. I'll just finish the final run and I'll end the video afterwards. If I fail the final boss, then whoops. Hopefully I don't. Okay, so yeah, so when you enter a new plane, it will actually give you this again. There is a trotter. That is very enticing. So yeah, if you guys did the tutorial, you will know she sells Kuros and he sells blessings. No hunt. That sucks. This is enticing. I shall get this. Get some heal. Get some buffs when I heal. But as for this, do I want? I think it's not worth. So I shall just heal myself and move on. Oh, rip throttle then. I mean, I have 5 countdown, so this helps me a lot. I can basically go to the swarm. First I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This I can do that path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that will be just nice. Okay, so yep, you when fighting these kind of swarms, you basically can get the blessings of probation. It is called probation. So if you need them, well, oops, I messed up. You can basically get them through this domain. This is the power of the hunt. And plus dissociation at the same time. Pow. Yeah, you want, for fighting this, you want to try to chain them as much as possible, because they overwhelm you very fast, and you need to hopefully get them to explode and kill each other. This is the next one. Ooh, this is very enticing, but I don't know whether should I do it. Do I want this or do I want this? I think I'll play safe and go for this. Spore discharge. I shall reroll cause I don't want my treasure ones to go disappear. Why do they keep giving me this? Ah yes, now I can apply recollection to my reward domain, and then now I get 2 rewards. Nice, I got all back of my 10 random rewards. Nice. Yes. Okay, you guys can see the next one. This is with the hunt and remembrance, so I can decrease opponent's speed. That is very useful. I think I basically got all of the remembrance. I got all the remembrance things. Oh no, this is not very good, is it? Because if I do this, it will remove. Yeah, I won't be able to enhance. I'm just gonna give up. I don't want to mess up the thing. So another reward. Oh, it's this one. Three random 1-star blessings. Enhance 2 to 3. Oh, say this is the one. Elation and destruction. I didn't get any of the enhancements I want. Oh well. Okay, time to just upgrade my blessings and pray that I beat. Give up. Confirm movement. So the opponent is gonna be weak to fire itself. I'm not too sure whether should I go for Sushang here. But based on my blessings, I do have some elation, so I shall go for Xingyuan. I don't need any other characters. Enhance. So, what to enhance? This is really very useful. All of these are actually really very useful. Okay, I'm gonna go for this and this. Okay, this prevent them from resisting. I can do 2 more. Attack 5 times. That's very useful. Okay, I'm just gonna go all in. Okay. Hopefully it works. Who knows? No one knows. Now this time around I can cheat. And just select this so that you'll be instantly frozen when I go in. Yep, so you guys can see he's inflicted with fire weakness, and yeah, he has this thing as well. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's get it. Start with this. Can out here, no problem. Ah man, it didn't go. To proc this. Oh wow, it was immune. Spray don't go to the second boss room. But I do want to get rid of the freaking sights. He's going to summon more. Then I freeze all of them. You guys can just see the power of remembrance. Okay. I'll need to break this first. We'll get another turn for doing that. And do this. Ouch. I think he will die on his own, so time to attack the meat. I would say when using this, try to save your remembrance for your path resonance for when he summons the thing, obviously. Because that really can make a very big impact whether you die or not. I'm just gonna go get some right here. Okay, on this here. Go summon. Ouch. Gosh, I need a heal. Only got 1 heal. Kinda sucks. Should I freeze again? I don't think I should. Okay. Oh, this helps. They all died. Okay. So he's gonna summon this guy, attack me. When this guy summons, that is. first one. Should I freeze this guy? Okay, I can. Actually, what I can do is do this. Oh, I didn't get it. Freeze now. Explode. 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 I'll TIP here because my team is going to get a lot of damage. Save my ulti for now. I'll say in this, just focus on one of them. Get rid of one of the big ones before you go for the rest. Oof, that hurts a lot. Just one down. Oh, not one down, one broken, sorry. I wish it was one down. Oh. Try heal? No, I shall wait. Just so I can freeze it. Oof. Ouch. Okay, I think the big one is gonna die soon. Hopefully. Hopefully, guys. Nice. Nice. We did it. Let's go. Okay, remembrance is still OP. Let's go. Nihility. Oh. Oh, I'm getting a lot of things. What? What is this? Oh yes, so finally I unlocked this. I completed this mission and I level up. Well, yep, so you guys can see by prioritizing your missions you can complete it. My characters are not that maxed out compared to some whales, and you can see I still managed to clear it. So that doesn't mean you guys can't do it. Okay, I should just yep, okay, so my first run was I was using Nihility and I got some remembrance because of some unlocking the story and the lore part, so I got 10. And yep, I also cleared it using Nihility. So I've shown you 2 different paths and they've cleared them successfully. I can try next time maybe Destruction Hunt or Abundance or something and see whether I can clear it as well. The main basis is really down to this. Look, once you reach level 20 it helps you with a lot of things. So yeah, so like why remembrance works so well for me could be because of this, because I have so much of this that grants me the chance to freeze. The amount of damage I do, you can see the path resonant damage increases, the chances of it to freeze, the effect rest, because yeah, so yeah, okay, one thing that I didn't manage to show during the, I think maybe I recorded it, I'm not too sure, but basically you can see in the first plane for destruction, in the first 4 battles, basically the opponents come in with 0 HP, so it's a free clear for you for the first 4 battles with destruction. So if you're struggling in the first plane itself already, prioritizing destruction will be very useful. So yeah, look, after I unlock this, I get rewards, and look, I unlock more. So now I'm already doing this, and I need to do this, and now I have another one, which is purchase 3 or more items. Okay, so that's very interesting way of clearing it. And look, I'm not super close to the end yet, but I'm getting there. Maybe once I get there, then difficulty 5 might be easier for me. Okay, yeah, but that should be it. If you guys still got any other videos or anything, feel free to just drop a comment or anything else. Yeah, I'm sorry if this video is very long, but thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy it and can clear this content with much better ease. See ya.